Alright, so this is Heroes Climb. This is one round of gameplay for Heroes Climb. The game has already been set up. The heroes have chosen their characters that they've chosen, and the villains have selected their Doomsday weapons. So essentially how play starts is that the hero on the furthest left tower, and all of them, will flip their floor cards over to see what room that they're facing. Depending on what Doomsday Tower there is, the stats on those cards will change. So in this furthest left tower, the monsters gain an additional 2 health. An additional 2 health, so it makes them harder to defeat. So if we start from the left, the monster has 1 attack but has 4 health. So the fire hero will have to fight it twice in order to destroy it. So they go through that, and then the health of the fire hero will go down from 5 to 3. In this central tower, traps do an additional 1 damage, but the metal hero lowers it by 2. So the trap damage is 2, but it lowers it by 2, so the metal hero ends up taking no damage at all. The flying hero, on the other hand, has to fight a monster that gets a stat bonus for fighting against flying hero. So normally it would defeat this monster in a single round of combat, but instead it takes 2 turns, so it takes 2 points of damage before defeating the monster. Once each of them have defeated their cards, they go into the discard pile, and then each hero advances to floor 2. The same thing happens where each person flips over their floor card, and for this round, each one was a trap. In the Fire Hero's tower is a trap that does no damage but destroys an equip item. Because it has no equip items, this trap effectively does nothing. In the center tower, the metal hero ends up taking 1 damage because the trap makes the tower makes the trap do 3 damage. In the furthest right tower, the flying hero simply takes 2 points of trap damage, lowering it down to 1. They then advance to floor 3. So the fire hero would end up facing a monster that would have 5 health, but due to the fire hero's ability, it gets an additional damage per room that it is destroyed. Not only that, but for reaching floor 3, each of the heroes gets to raise one of their base stats by 1 as they have leveled up for reaching that floor. So because each of them already has a max health stat, they all have to raise their damage stat. For the fire hero, though, the villain is going to use a dastardly deed, meaning that when a monster is revealed, it gains an additional 2 health until the end of the turn. So that ends up making the monster have a total of 8 health. The fire hero had a total of 5 damage, which would have killed the monster due to the fact that all the floors were destroyed. But now it can't do so anymore, so it has to fight it twice, and the fire hero ends up being defeated. The trap damage from the floor ends up doing 4 damage, but is reduced by 2, so the metal hero will have 2 health left. For the final tower, the flying hero takes 3 damage and is put down to 0. Each of these heroes managed to defeat their floor, so they're still destroyed, but they are no longer advancing in floors. So the metal hero advances to floor 4 and ends up being defeated by a monster, although it does manage to defeat the monster. So after this happens, the heroes are given items equal to the number of floor 2 and floor 4 items they have destroyed. Each of the fire hero and the flying hero would each take 1 equip or 1 action card. The metal hero, however, gets to choose 2 of them. So they can take 2 actions, 2 equips, or a mix of both. Once this has happened, the heroes gather their items, and the villain gets to repopulate the floors and draw new Dastardly Deed cards. The villain draws a number of cards equal to the number of destroyed rooms plus 1. They then get to repopulate each floor, and then the heroes repeat play.